Hey everyone, today we're going to get into 10 experiences we think you must try on a cruise ship. These are going to be on all different cruise lines, all different types of experience, so come along and join us. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. Today we were talking all about experiences. Experiences are, to me, the best part of cruising. It's what I love the most. Not so much the big crowds of people and running everywhere and trying to get on time for things, but doing experiences that really make your cruise something to remember. So we're going to get into these. They're going to be across all different cruise lines. Now, certain cruise lines are going to come up a lot because they have more experiences than others. But let's get into our list, starting with number 1, trying out the racetrack on Norwegian Cruise Line. There are several ships that have a racetrack on it. I find the racetrack to be pretty cool. I don't think it's something that I would do over and over and over again, but it is a great experience. You get about 10 laps on the racetrack. It's fun. You go in there, you got to get all geared up. You got to get your helmet on. You can only go a certain speed. You're not allowed to bang into people, so it's pretty safe, although we had somebody who banged into us and eventually was kicked off of the track, which is what should happen. But otherwise, a really fun experience. It's just a good time. It's $15, so it does cost a little bit more, but it's just an amazing, fun thing to do while you're at sea, right? All of these things kind of take into account while you are at sea. So I think that's a really cool thing, and I love trying out these racetracks on the Norwegian cruise line. The next one on our list is any cruise ship that has a ropes course. There are a lot of different cruise lines that will have a ropes course on it. Norwegian in particular has a little plank that you can walk out over the side of the ship, which is a lot of fun and very nerve-wracking. But all of the ships have some, not all of them, but a lot of the bigger ships now have some type of ropes course. We have little zip lines on them where you have to climb through different things. I think they're a blast. I think it's a lot of fun. And it's something that, of course, will make your cruise a little bit more memorable. The list is the North Star on any Royal Caribbean Quantum class ship. This takes you up a few hundred feet above sea level. If you are at sea and you do this, it's amazing. You have these beautiful panoramic views of the ocean. If you are at port, it is really cool as well because, especially if you're someplace like Alaska, going up and being above everything and being able to pan around and see everything is really spectacular. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. You can do it for free, but there are also paid ones if you can't make or you don't get access to one of the free windows. It's kind of first come, first serve, but they do have it both ways. So I recommend it, something to try. It is something you will obviously remember for a long, long time. Number 4 on our list is iFly Ripcord. So this is the skydiving simulator. One thing to keep in mind is if you do have any soreness in your body, whether it's your arms, your back, your neck, your shoulders, I would not do this. I have a bad back, so I am not going to do this. And our team tried it. They had a great time, but they were sore afterwards. But it is a really, really cool experience. To me, just going up there and watching some people do it is a really cool experience, especially the people that work for Royal Caribbean. They do these all the time, and you could see them doing it. It is incredible to watch them do it. So iFly by Ripcord, that's one, or it's Ripcord by iFly. You know, it's one of those. Number 5 is doing a chef's table. We talk about these all the time. I think it's a really, really wonderful experience if you're celebrating something like an anniversary or a wedding or your birthday. It is a very, very slow, enjoyable, amazing meal with a wine pairing. It's just something that I can go back and I remember all of the chef's tables I did on which ship and where it was located and the people that we met at them. I think it's a really nice exclusive experience. It's usually like 10 to 12, maybe 14 people at the most. And you get a good bang for your buck. And I love it. And I think it's a great experience. Again, it's super paced out. So they take your time. You get to meet the chefs, the sommelier, all the different people behind the scenes. And it's a really, really enjoyable experience. Next up, the Bolt roller coaster on any of the Excel class Carnival cruise ships. I'm going to be going on Jubilee in just a few days, and I am super excited to try out the Bolt. You're doing a roller coaster while you're on a cruise ship. That's amazing. I know it's not a crazy roller coaster, but it's still really cool. You get to do 3 little laps on it. I think it's something really neat. I love all the innovation that all the cruise lines do. I love that Royal Caribbean and some of the other cruise lines push other cruise lines to do cool things as well. I think it makes it that much more fun. Speaking of Royal Caribbean, next up, let's talk about the Zipline on the Oasis class ships. This is awesome. You zipline right across the middle opening of the ship. You go over the boardwalk there in the back towards Central Park, and you come out on the other side of the ship. It is a lot of fun. I love, again, this is another one that's great to just watch people because people freak out and scream and yell. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend doing the zip line. It's not too challenging for your body. So check it out and give it a shot. Next up, the Ultimate Abyss Dry Slide. Now, I will say that we've done the one on Royal Caribbean. We've done it on Oasis and Symphony. There are other ships now. The MSC World Europa has a huge dry slide, and some other cruise ships have them as well. They're a lot of fun. Norwegian Prima and Viva have a big dry slide. So something fun on a cruise ship to give it a shot and try out. You don't even have to get wet. You get a little bag that you go down in. You slide down there. A ton of fun. I can't recommend them anymore. They are so fast and so much fun. Next up, any specialty dining. I think trying specialty dining, a lot of people go on a cruise and they want to just keep it as budget friendly as possible. You have food included, so why spend money on a specialty dining restaurant? I totally understand that. But to me, it's just something really nice. Even if you aren't like a foodie or the biggest fan of whatever food it might be. Like I said, generally on Sailaway, we go to teppanyaki. It's just so much fun. It's a fun experience. It's a great way to get your trip started. And to me, again, I like to avoid those giant crowds. So being in a dining room with 2,000 people isn't the best for me. I'd rather be in a small restaurant where I have a nice meal and it's quiet. And to me, that's worth paying a little bit of extra money. And those are memorable experiences from all the cruises that I've been on. I have two more. We are going to do 10 and then we're going to do a bonus. So number 10 is go to a live game show. Norwegian Prima has The Price is Right. Carnival has Family Feud. There are other ones that are coming in now. It's kind of replacing the big production show that they used to have. So these are really fun. The Price is Right on Norwegian Prima might be the greatest experience I've ever had at a game show. It's the full Price is Right set. You have an announcer, you have the game show person, you have the wheel, you have the yodeler, the whole 9 yards. It is so much fun. And I love it, and I think that's a great experience on your cruise. And now for our bonus one is if you are on any Royal Caribbean ship that's doing the Crazy Quest, I literally can't recommend this anymore. It's probably one of the most fun times I've ever had on a cruise ship, and I've done it a bunch of different times, and it never disappoints. It is fun. It's a little bit kind of, not politically correct, let's say. Some people might get offended by it, but it's nothing too bad. It's just a little bit of little darkish off color humor. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. It's basically a game show. You have teams. Everybody has to get involved. There's crowd participation. Go bring a bunch of stuff with you to be prepared and have some fun. That is our list of the 10 things plus one that we think are great experiences that you should try on your next cruise. What is one that you have? Please list it below. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. We really, really, really do appreciate it. Hey everyone, at this moment, we'd like to take the time to ask you to please subscribe to our channel. We would love for you to come along with us on this journey. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers now, so come join us in our great community. We put out a brand new cruise video every single day, 5 p.m. during the week and 11 a.m. on the weekends. So come hang out with us and have some fun. Thanks.